What's a 5-letter word for love, Italian style?
Amore.
Oh, right. Nicely done.
That's because I'm pretty darn good in Italian. Baciame.
Ooh, that sounds delicious. What is that?
Kiss me, you tempting woman, before I explode with love.
All that in one word?
It's a loose translation. Well, look what I found. Good. My turn.
Oh, okay.
I don't believe it. Sources confirmed yesterday that Jack CEO Lucy Ko used Indonesian child labor to manufacture the Serena line of women's wear.
Now, Lucy's capable of a lot of things, but that's not one of them.
Hundreds of orders for the line, which was a runaway success, have been canceled. Ko and her attorney Scott Baldwin vehemently deny the claims.
I don't buy those two exploiting children for a minute.
The phrase child labor doesn't even enter Lucy's vocabulary.
This paid commercial program was meant to sell a product guaranteed to bring romance into women's lives. But how enchanting is it to wear a dress stitched together by children, working for pennies a day?
Hold on a second. Lucy, turn that off.
Looks like Lucy Ko, the same woman that brought the public a line of contaminated herbal remedies, is at it again.
Listen, before your paper prints anything else, just take a look at this tape. Good. I'll save you a seat. Bye.
What are you doing? Why do you want him to look at the tape? The sound is garbled at best. The audio is practically non-existent. What is he going to get out of it? He's not going to fall for this.
It's all we got.
Why? Why is David Bortiso doing this to us?
I don't know, but I'll ask him. After I beat him to a pulp.
What's this?
Just a little something.
Dr. Vince Steig to ER. Dr. Vince Steig to ER.
The healing property of Chinese herbs?
Most herbal remedies haven't been approved by the AMA, but thousands of years of successful use cannot be wrong.
Well, thank you. So, are you going to tell me how your dinner with Sebastian went, or should I assume that it was so good that you had to bring me a present out of guilt?
First of all, I would never give you a gift to soothe my conscience. You know me better than that. And secondly, I was very upfront with you about having dinner with Sebastian. So why would you imply that I should feel guilty?
Okay, fine. I take it back. What can I say? I've been on for 30 hours. Kind of cranky. So how was dinner?
Uneventful.
When a dying man follows his desire to find the woman of his dreams. You?
Matt, the dinner was just a meal. It meant nothing. I have to sign in.
So, after all these years, the guy gets his big chance, and you say it meant nothing? Ellen, this whole thing is starting to sound like a fantasy out of one of those romance novels.
I must confess that it has been fun fantasizing about throwing caution to the wind for a dime novel romance.
Ellen?
Matt, I am not interested in having a man sweep me off my feet. Unless he's you.
So you're telling me that you didn't have a good time with Sebastian?
He asked me about my life. I was polite. End of story. You satisfied?
You're not off the hook yet.
Lucy adores children. This article must be devastating her. Would you hand me that phone, please?
Scott's probably going to sue for libel.
Thank you.
You calling them?
I just want to know what's happening.
You gonna get the phone?
No, I'm not. It's probably just another reporter that wants to comment on this ridiculous story. I'm not getting it.
I'll get it.
No, Scott, wait. Don't get it. It might be somebody from the hospital deciding they're going to fire me as organizer of the nurses' ball, because how can you have somebody that exploits children organize a benefit for pediatric AIDS? I don't think so, please.
Lucy, they're not gonna fire you at the hospital. Now, maybe it's that reporter that wants to tell our side of the story.
Okay, then you get it. No, wait.
Now, listen to me. You've never backed down from a fight. Are you gonna start now?
I know the answer to that question, and I don't like it. I got it. Hello?
Lucy, I was beginning to think no one was home.
Doc?
I read the article in today's paper.
Some kind of puff piece, huh?
Are you okay?
Oh, sure, as well as one can be when everybody considers you the witch in the town.
Not everyone. I know you'd never do that.
Thank you. But once again, I've got that big scarlet letter on my chest. You know, I've had it there so many times, you'd think I'd get used to it by now, but no such luck.
What are you and Scott going to do about it?
We're fighting it, of course. We are fighting it. David Bordiso set us up, so we're going to fight him. In fact, we have a reporter coming over right now as we speak. And, in fact, he's here, so, I need to go. Kevin, thank you for calling. I appreciate it so very much.
If you need any help, don't hesitate to call. Are you upset that I called her?
Lucy is in trouble. And you are a very kind and generous person. And I have no intention of changing that aspect of your personality.
I don't think I could, even if I wanted to.
Good.
Eve, there's still something bothering you, I can tell.
DV did a lot of damage to my life. I know him, and I hate what he's doing to Scott and Lucy. And Serena. Peripherally, her name is on that clothing line.
DV's quoted in the article as saying he had nothing to do with the Serena line.
Yeah, right. If you believe that, I've got a bridge in Brooklyn to sell you. Scott told me that DV manufactured those dresses, and I'll just bet he did it using child labor just so he could frame Scott and Lucy.
Then all they have to do is prove it.
With DV, that's easier said than done.
All right, Wolfson, you want proof that Bordiso was mixed up in this? Just take a look at the tape.
Where did you get the tape?
Well, I had my security cameras on when he came over because I didn't trust this guy from the get-go.
And look, the important point here is Bordiso did come over to us with a manufacturing plan, and we agreed on everything, and contracts were drawn up.
You have a signed contract?
Well, no, we were going to add this clause, but he went ahead and got started on the dresses before the contract was finalized.
Yes, and if there is child labor involved, which is completely abhorrent and makes me ill, you have to know that we are not behind it. Bordiso is the one you should be slamming in your paper, not us. And you get to be the reporter that prints the first retraction and gets all the credit.
I stand by my story. The facts have been checked and rechecked.
All right, well, just watch the tape, then you'll print a retraction. And you can wrap yourself in the First Amendment if Bordiso cries slander.
All right, let's see what you got.
Well, what we've got is we've caught that rat with his pants down, and it's your job to nail his hide to the wall.
Dr. Brian Bosner to vascular surgery.
Don't let this get around.
Bosner to vascular
Maybe I was a little overbearing before.
Is this an apology for subjecting me to the 3rd degree?
Just my 2nd grade way of showing you how much I missed you when you were out to dinner with Sebastian. So now I want to do something nice in return for that gift you gave me.
Diamonds are nice. A new car would be lovely. Although cash does have its advantages.
No, I imagined a memorable evening out.
What did you have in mind?
It's a surprise. So when you get off tonight, you go home, get dressed, and meet me back here.
And then what?
I intend to sweep you off your feet. That guy from New Orleans, he'll just be a distant memory.
That's all he ever was, Matt.
What do you mean you can't print the story, Wolfson? You saw Bordiso on the tape, for crying out loud. He was glad-handing me.
The tape looked as if Bordiso was doing most of the talking, and the few words that I did manage to glean support your take on things,
But no, nothing.
But the tape is not definitive, and from the placement of the camera, not even a professional lip reader could make out what was said. My editor won't risk publishing anything that could turn into a slander suit.
All right. You want hard evidence on Bordiso? I will get it.
Fine. When you do, I would love to break the story. In the meantime, we're not running a retraction, but we will keep digging.
Well, just don't print anything without letting me know. Goodbye.
So obviously they are not going to run our story.
Well, you know how those scribblers are. I gotta find proof that Bordiso was mixed up in that sweatshop in Indonesia where those dresses were made.
In the meantime, I am branded an exploiter of children.
Oh, no, come on, Lucy. Nobody believes that. We're gonna get out of this mess. Even if I have to buy some national airtime and put that tape on it.
That is it. That is definitely it. What am I doing here? What's wrong with me? Would General Schwarzkopf give up the ship? I don't think he's Navy. Colin Powell would fight his enemy until the death. That's exactly what I'm going to do.
What are you babbling about?
I am going to get ammunition. If David Bordiso wants a media war, that's exactly what I'm going to give him.
How about I pick you up after your shift and we have dinner tonight at the grill?
Okay, that sounds good.
Gosh, try to quell the enthusiasm.
Oh, no, really. The Outback's fine.
Stop. Come back down here. Please, don't make me guess or drag out of you whatever it is that has that brilliant mind of yours spinning in overdrive.
I can't stop thinking about DV. The man just barely got into town, and already he has his finger on every button in Port Charles.
I don't mean to push, but it seems that there's more to your relationship with this man than you've told me.
He's a louse. Let's just leave it at that.
But Eve, if you have some information that can help Scott and Lucy, you should tell us.
I will rack my brain and see if I can come up with something useful.
Well, considering what's happening, the sooner you come up with it, the better.
Don't push.
I told you that you don't have to tell me everything about DV, but that doesn't mean that you can't tell me anything about him. I won't judge you, or your relationship, or your past. You know that.
What I need right now is my lover. Not my lover, the psychiatrist.
I can be that. But if you feel the need to confide in your lover, you can do that.
Wow. Generous, open-hearted, and non-judgmental. Speaks a mean Italian, too? Yep, it's official. You're a catch.
Yes, I know this already. I guess that makes you about the luckiest woman in all of Port Charles.
And I think that just about makes you the luckiest man.
Well, I see it that way already. Just do me a favor. Don't forget it.
I went out of here like a shot. I had no idea that you're going to get the entire TV station back here.
I know. I can't actually believe it either. But I went to the news director and I told him my idea and he jumped at it. Apparently this Serena scandal, as they're calling it, is big headline news. And so WLPC, they wanted to put it on as soon as I told them they would have the first on-air interview. Come on, pal. David Bordiso doesn't know who he's messing with, does he?
We're ready to go when you are. Now, I'm going to ask some tough questions, but I'm not here to vilify you. This is your chance to tell the public your side of the story.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. That's all we're asking for. A fair hearing, fair chance. Thank you. Okay. All right, we're going to be okay here, aren't we? Everything's going to be just fine because we've been in tougher spots than this, right?
Yeah, well, you know, we...
Thank you.
Foxed the mob, remember that?
Oh, right.
In 5, 4, 3, 2...
This is Corey Duncan. I'm here today with Lucy Coe, the owner of Jack's Cosmetics and its subsidiary, the Serena line, and her lawyer, Scott Baldwin. The clothing line has been accused of manufacturing garments using child labor. How do you respond to these charges?
Those charges are absolutely false. I would never have anything to do with anything exploiting children, not here or abroad, and I have never been engaged in any unfair labor practices in any of my business ventures.
Her labor record at Jack's Cosmetics is spotless. You claim that fashion magnate David Bordiso is responsible for manufacturing dresses, but when reached for comment, he denied any involvement.
David Bordiso is lying.
He approached us to manufacture the dresses. We struck a deal, but we had no idea that he was going to have kids doing it.
I would never be involved in anything like this. The whole idea of this mess is just abhorrent to me.
Lucy Coe raises millions of dollars a year for the treatment of pediatric AIDS. All of a sudden, she's taking advantage of children? That's ridiculous.
The only thing I am guilty of here is being duped by a man that I believed was honest. The only thing David Bordiso is interested in is making a buck. And I think the public needs to hold him accountable for that. And I personally will lead the fight to expose him as the dirty dealer that he truly is.
Dr. John.
Ooh, Chinese herbal remedies. Looking for a new specialty?
No, this is a guilt gift from Ellen. Although, in all fairness, she denies it.
Really? And what does Ellen have to feel guilty about?
She had that dinner with Sebastian.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. How did that go?
Well, she says it was no big deal.
You don't sound convinced.
No, I believe her. To survive in the Mancusi family, you had to lie from birth. I never wanted to be like that. Once I met Ellen, I knew I didn't have to be. See, a woman doesn't keep secrets. Everything with us is out in the open, the way a relationship should be.
Well, even with the best of people, that's not always the way things go. I'm not an open book.
Oh, a woman of mystery, huh?
Yeah, keeps things interesting.
But for how long? A relationship dies on the vine if a person's only telling half the truth.
Have you, spoken to Lucy?
Yes, I did. She's fighting the allegations with everything that she can muster.
Oh, yeah, I know. Talked to her this morning, and I offered my support. Thank you.
I'm sure she'll appreciate that. So, want to tell me what prompted you to stop by?
Besides you being near and dear to my heart?
Have a seat.
You are the most rational friend I have, and right now I am in desperate need of rational.
Okay, what's up?
My mom, she used to have all these funny sayings, you know, like, honesty is the best policy. The truth shall set you free. I used to laugh them off when I was younger, but somehow when I wasn't looking, these platitudes became a part of my life. And with the Sebastian thing, I just feel like I'm violating every principle I believe in by not telling Matt the truth.
What truth is that?
That I do feel an attraction to Sebastian.
Well, don't you feel you owe it to Matt to be clear about your state of mind on that issue before you speak to him?
Well, that just sounds like a rationalization to keep hiding things from him.
But everyone has a right to their private thoughts. You're only responsible to yourself for those. If you were to act on them, however, now that's different.
Oh, let's not even go there.
Ellen, I do understand that you want to relieve your conscience, but it would be at Matt's expense. Now, you don't have to apologize to anyone for your thought process. And you're not under any obligation to share that process with Matt or anyone else, unless you choose to.
You're right. Maybe my feelings for Sebastian aren't real. Maybe I'm just getting carried away.
Only you can answer that question.
Tonight, following an all-new Dharma and Greg, it's the premiere of a new comedy about life in L.A. From a producer of Seinfeld comes the show with a funny name. It's Like You Know, ABC tonight.